Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Thule OutPace bike rack on the back for a 2023 Buick Envision. Now this is going to be a great option if you're looking for something that's more affordable, very compact, and just easy to use overall. So let's take a closer look at it. So what I'm going to be focusing on at first is how it's interacting with our rack and vehicle in this position right here. So right now, our bike is fairly close to our vehicle. So if we go to give this a little shake, we're not making contact yet. We've got plenty of space with our handlebar, but that pedal is getting fairly close. It's not at the moment, but something to definitely keep in mind. So from here, we can actually reach our hatch by tilting this back. I'm going to do that by pulling on this lever here. That's going to give you plenty of room to get back here. And the reason why you might want to do that is if you have any gear back here, like your helmet, your shoes, or even if you want to take a seat, you can do that from this position. What's also nice about this, if you're out and about, you can throw your groceries in here as well. But now that we're done with that, I can put this back into the seated position. All I have to do is push on it. It'll click into place. There you go. And if we want to take a closer look at it, I'll have to remove it from the rack. So what I'm going to start with is going to be these straps here on our tires. You're going to have one per each. That's what gives you a really good hold. They also ratchet too, so if you want to get something extra tight, you can do that. With that done, I can go up to the main one. It's right here. This is making frame contact. So if you have a bike really nice paint job, I'd recommend something else. The Thule OutPace is a nice upgrade to this one since it can carry bikes with carbon frames since they'll make contact with the tire instead. From here, I'll just pick up and then I can take it out for a ride. Now something that is pretty unique about these cradles are that they actually fold up and will get out of your way. And I can actually show you what I mean by that. If I just lift up on it, folds in, it'll actually store it inwards just like this. Now I'm not going to be doing that today because it's really not going to help us out on the Buick. I'll tell you more about that later on. First, let me get everything put back so it looks neat and tidy. But the next thing I want to get is going to be the measurements. So the first measurement I'm going to get is going to be our ground clearance. That's important to know if you're going up a steep incline. You want to make sure you're not going to bottom out or make contact with the ground. So from here, we're going to have about 23 inches. That's doing pretty good. You really shouldn't bottom out with that much clearance there. But something to definitely keep in mind if you're going up steep inclines with some heavier bikes on here. And for the total distance away it sits, that's going to be about 24 inches. So that's pretty compact for a 2-bike rack. The one downside to being on the Envision is typically it can fold up, but if I try to do that, we're going to make contact pretty early on. Actually back here, we have these studs that stick out. You can see this is where it's going to make contact with first, but even if you had it fully upright, it'd still make contact with your back fascia. So instead I'm going to keep this down. It's not taking up much space. Now there's a couple benefits to this though, and one of them is we're not going to block anything back here like a license plate, backup camera, tail light, or back window. And what's actually really nice about this is it's easy to take on and off, and you can actually store this in your trunk area because it doesn't take up much space. And I can actually do that now. So talking about that, we are going to have an anti-rattle device back here. So we're going to have a built-in lock cord to give you extra security. And I'll undo that all the way. And with that done, what that leads up to is the shank. This is going to have an 1.25" shank on it. It has a 2-inch sleeve adapter on it. And that's going to allow it to work with your 2-inch receivers or 1.25" receivers. It's just going to depend if you take that adapter on and off. And you're going to have this hook that reaches around and secures it into place. Now before I undo that hook, I'm just going to fold these inward now, so it's not taking up much space, and pull this out, just like that. And that shank does fold up. To do that, all you have to do is pull on that lever in the back of it and push up on it. Sometimes if you're doing it from this angle, it can be a little bit tricky because we didn't properly fold it up first. There we have it. Just keep going. And that shank will fold up too. And it has a handle on it. This is pretty lightweight, so it's easy to move around. And like I said, we can just throw it in the back. There's plenty of room for it. All we gotta do is move a box over to the side. And then we're good to go. So if you need that hitch free for whatever reason, you can just simply take it off. Now, of course, if you need something with a higher weight capacity that can accommodate carbon frame bikes, then I'm going to recommend the Thule OutPace. Again, that is going to be larger. It's going to be a little bit harder to move around than compared to something like this. So it really just depends on if you need more variety or do you need more space. But of course, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at eTrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.